Hey guys, Jay Hoyt here. Before we get into today's video, I tell you guys at the start of every single one of my videos that the vast majority of you guys are not even subscribed. So whether it's your first time here or a returning guest, make sure to hit the subscribe button on your way out and enjoy the video. What's on, guys? Jay Hoyt back with you. Today, welcome back to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, but we're talking about Modern Warfare 3. It's a weird time to be alive. But last night, scrolling through TikTok, as we usually do, can't fall asleep, so what do? Pull out your phone, TikTok it is. Not an ad, but just, you know, if you know, you know. But either way, we came across a video from Call of Duty, the official Call of Duty account, talking about some new stuff about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And what I heard, I couldn't even believe. So I want to show you guys the video. We downloaded it off TikTok. Like I said, it is from Call of Duty's TikTok official page. So I want to go over this, right? Let's switch over scenes and talk about it. So here we go. Now, I'm not sure who this guy is, but he's somebody from something. And he's talking about Call of Duty and something new that they are adding to the game. So let's walk through it. Or watch through it the first time, and then we'll kind of comment, break it down a little bit after. So let's listen to it.
For Call of Duty,
all right, let's listen.
3, we've added a new way to customize your weapons.
New way? Okay. Intel drops aftermarket parts.
A new option within Gunsmith.
A way for players to come back to a weapon that they may have already mastered or played out, and it's going to give them an entirely new dimension.
Talking about a pistol.
Interact with the gun in a way that regular attachments can't. Think of them as remixes for the guns.
Really,
interesting. Sounds like a pea shooter, if you ask me.
They are powerful, meaningful
changes
to these weapons. Caliber, the way that they fire, both rate of fire as well as potentially the fire.
Sounds like a submachine gun.
We're going to have one of our heaviest light machine guns in the game have a conversion kit that turns which greatly shortens the configuration of the gun and makes it so that you can really run and gun with it. You can spray from the hip, you can sprint out way faster than you could with this much longer, heavier version of the weapon. Aftermarket parts
it's gonna look like Nuketown in the back.
To just be fun.
No, it's
some
not.
of them to be just absolute oddballs that players are completely caught off guard by and want to get in there.
Okay, Akimbos. Everyone loves Akimbos.
It's going to expand playstyles dramatically. We put a lot into aftermarket parts, and we are so excited for
this guy looks like somebody I know. Okay, so some new stuff, some new gunsmith stuff, some new conversion kits, I think is what they called it. So now I kind of want to break it down, right? We watched it through. It's like a, minute and a half or something long. So I want to break this down, right? Let's go through it.
Modern Warfare 3, we've added a new way to customize your weapons.
So new customization in the new game. So they're calling it aftermarket parts.
Aftermarket parts.
So let's hear about it.
A new option within Gunsmith.
A way for players to come back to a weapon that they may have already mastered or played out.
Okay, so different way. So same type of gunsmith and everything we've been used to. And this is the interesting part. So, I mean, forget about the pros and cons for a second. Obviously, we'll see all that in there. But we're talking about a pistol right now. And we are adding on a full auto carbine conversion kit. This heavy carbine kit converts the pistol into a compact something or other. It's not on the screen. I don't know how to figure out what it says. But with stocks, underbarrel attachments. So, okay. So we have this new conversion kit thing where I guess we'll learn more about it as we continue on.
Dimension to interact with the gun in a way that regular.
So remember, this is a pistol.
Think of them as remixes for the guns.
Really the easiest way to say.
So we have turned a pistol into what appears to be either a submachine gun or an AR.
They're nearly a new gun.
They're basically a new gun. So we're taking a pistol and we are converting it into a completely different gun, and it's almost like a new gun. That's pretty crazy. So let's watch this.
Meaningful changes to these weapons.
So we're taking out all of the things that make it a pistol and converting it into this new thing. So the only can you guys see my cursor? Yeah, you can. So the only thing that is remaining of the previous gun is basically this black part we can see, right? So we're adding a stock now. Pardon my lack of gun part knowledge here, but the stock obviously I know. But then all of this upper part, then we got, this is a pretty darn big barrel to be from a pistol, along with a new grip. I mean,
the fire type.
We're going to have one.
So let's just talk about that quick. So we're adding in the ability to change a pistol, which usually are already overpowered in games as it is. But now we're going to be able to convert it to a completely new gun, which is basically going to be either a submachine gun or an AR. What are we doing? Right? We don't need this stuff in the game. We don't. We focus on the maps. If the maps are good, people want to play. The more competitive maps, the more good maps, we will be happy. Although this stuff is cool, don't get me wrong, like as a casual Call of Duty fan, yeah, I guess it's cool to be able to convert a pistol into an AR or into a submachine gun or whatever else. But at the same time, imagine how quickly all of this is going to be banned from competitive. Instantly, right? You are not going to be able to convert anything into anything, right? We're going to have the base guns with base attachments that once they figure out which ones the best ones are, we're going to use those probably for the rest of the year because they're probably not going to update things, right? But let's go on to their second example, which looks like we're going to be talking about an LMG.
Our heaviest light machine guns in the game have a conversion kit that turns it into a bullpup, which greatly shortens the configuration of the gun and makes it so that you can really run and gun with it. You can spray from the hip, you can sprint.
Did you guys hear what I just heard? We are taking an LMG, which is already a big, huge gun with a lot of ammo, and we're adding in a conversion kit. But now, instead of an LMG, which traditionally is a slower, gun where you have a ton of bullets, but is pretty powerful, pretty long range, but not necessarily the most accurate, to now we're going to be able to convert it so we can run and gun with an LMG. Let's continue.
Out way faster than you could with this much longer, heavier version of the weapon. Aftermarket parts really...
So we're going to be able to run and gun with an LMG. So we can hip fire and basically run around like an AR as an LMG, like it's Warzone. And now we're going to have the ability to convert guns into completely different guns that will be something like a new AR or a new submachine gun. I don't know how that's a good idea.
We aspire to just be fun. We want some of them
to be fun. But now imagine, right? You're loading into a ranked, or not even a ranked play game, into a public match game, hard point, new in the game, and the first time you run across a Renetti conversion kitted whatever AR, so you're getting cross-mapped with this pistol, but it's got a conversion kit on it, and it's just, I don't understand where the fun part is coming in here. Like, this type of stuff does not belong in Call of Duty.
Just absolute oddballs that players are completely caught off guard by. And
so dual action submachine guns, we've had those in the game forever.
There for just the sheer spectacle of it. It's going to expand playstyles dramatically.
Expanding playstyles. Now, I don't understand what was so wrong about the traditional Call of Duty, where your submachine guns are usually more in your face, running around, running and gunning. ARs typically are a little bit more slower paced, a little bit more sit back and shoot from long range, and snipers typically are a get from range, or a lot of people like to quick scope or get clips or whatever, like the intervention or the ballista or DSR, whatever it may be. People like to get clips of those. The 4-on headshot feed or whatever those snipers go for. But in my opinion, right, I'm thinking of it from a competitive point of view. So I can almost guarantee that all of this stuff will be banned for competitive. That's almost for sure. And then you have in, how does a converted pistol compare to a normal AR or a normal submachine gun or a normal LMG or a normal gun in general, you know, what is kind of the balance between those two? That's what I'm really interested to see. Because if it's just like a fun thing that you mess around in pubs with, not really try too hard, and it's just kind of like a fun new take on something, then okay, I get it. But if you're trying to rival, you know, the ARs or some machine guns in the game with these converted kits on a pistol and try to make them as good, if not better, then that's going to be kind of worrying.
Put a lot into aftermarket parts, and we are so excited for the community to get their hands on them.
So they're pretty excited, as they say, with every new thing. But of course, it's going to be coming up here in I think the next month or so, where the beta should be out, open access. I still need to pre-order the game, actually. But it's just it's an interesting thing, right? But just imagine that if there's grenade launchers or, you know, whatever it may be, rocket launchers, that if those have a conversion kit, then are you going to be able to, you know, spam them? Or, like, that's where it worries me, is where does those conversion kits stop? Right? Is it going to be a submachine gun into an AR? Or is it going to be an AR into a sub, or an AR into a pistol? Or are we just doing pistols? Or, like, how exactly does all that work? I guess we're going to wait and find out. But, of course, this really had me kind of worried, in my opinion. Right? It's something that, you know, a lot of people aren't going to care about, in my opinion. Right? I feel like a lot of people spend so much time just earning all the stuff in the game and getting their camos and getting all their achievements and playing the game and just getting the most out of the game that, you know, personally, I don't want all those attachments in the game. I want the simple stuff, right? Keep it quick draw, your stock, your grip, your red dot, your laser sight, your, you know, all that basic simple stuff. And I feel like more and more we keep seeing all these gunsmith things where you can create these just insane looking weapons that somehow, some way work in the game. And in my opinion, I don't like it, but at the same time, I haven't played with it. So I don't want to, you know, crap on it too early here or say, you know, it shouldn't be in the game. But at the same time, I'm very worried to see how they're actually going to play in the game. But that's going to do it for today's video. If you did enjoy, hit the like button down below if you haven't yet, or if you're brand new here, make sure to subscribe, turn those post notifications on so you never miss an upload, and don't forget, you can always change your mind later. But with all that being said, guys, we'll see you in the next one.